Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello grade ones and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is healthy lifestyle and winter. And before we get into any lessons, my dear friends, we know that we have to sanitize. So let's take our sanitizer and sing our special sanitizing song. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Yay! Good job, everyone! For today's lesson, we will be talking about doubling, problem solving, and the sound . For our exercise, boys and girls, let's now turn to page 9. On page 9, we're going to be doing some mathematics. And the maths that we're going to first start with is doubling. This is when you take a number and add it to itself to give you the answer. We are going to do the last one together. So let's take a look. The last one has tea bags. First, we're going to count the tea bags. We have 1, 2 tea bags. So we're going to write the number 2. And then we're going to add it to itself. So we're going to say 2 plus 2. After that, we're going to try and add it with our fingers if we can. I've got 2 on one side and 2 on the other. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That means our answer is 4. So I would like you to please do it by yourselves. Remember, doubling is when we take the number we have and then add it to itself so that we can get our answer. Now let's move on to the second part of our exercise today. It is asking us to make groups of 2. So we need to make groups of 2. Let's take a look at the board. I am doing the one with the balls. So please may you follow with me. Here we have our balls and we're going to make groups of 2, which means we count 1, 2. So the 2 that we have counted, we're going to circle them and make a group. Let's count again for another set. 1, 2. This is also another group. Then we have the last ones. 1, 2. This is another group by itself. So now that we have our groups, we need to count how many we have. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 groups. So we're going to write our number 3. I'd like you to also try the same with the triangles that you can see as well. The last part of your exercise is asking you to write numbers from big to small. Now I have put the same numbers on the board and it is the last one. So let's take a look. Remember, when we are actually doing from big to small, that means we are going to be starting our counting going from the top to the bottom, which means we're counting backwards. So let's take a look at our number line. Now our number line will be focusing from number 5 going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we want to arrange them properly. So the first number that we can see is the number 5. What we're going to do is cross out the number 5 and then write our number 5. This means that our number 5 is the biggest number we have. So we need to continue by trying to find the next one. And the next one in our number line is 4. So we're going to cross out the number 4 and then write the number 4. Well done. The next number we're looking for is 3. So we're going to cross out the number 3 and then write the number 3. So far we're doing very well. The next one that we're going to look for is the number 2 on our number line. So we're going to look for the number 2 and then cross it out as well and then write it. That means the last number or the smallest number is the number 1. So we're going to write the number 1 and cross out the number 1. Now we have arranged our numbers from big to small. Let's check. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is correct. So take your time for your maths exercise, boys and girls. Make sure you count nicely and follow the instructions. Let's now go to the next page, page 10. On page 10, we're going to be doing story sums. Now, story sums can be very exciting, boys and girls, especially if we know what to do. Remember, a story sum or a story problem or a problem-solving sum is when there is a sentence or a little story telling us about a situation, and it is our job to work it out so that we can get the correct answer. We are going to do number 2 together. Number 2 says, there are 8 orange slices in a plate. Pam eats 3 of them. How many orange slices are there in the plate now? Let's read it again. There are 8 orange slices in a plate. Pam eats 3 of them. How many orange slices are there in the plate now? Now, before we continue, we need to find our important numbers and the information. The numbers we are given are 8 and 3. So in the first box, I would like you to please write 8 because that is what we're starting with. And then in the second box, I would like you to write 3. This is because we know that we started with 8 slices. So if you count all the slices, you should have 8. And then we know that Pam ate 3 of them. This is why there are 3 orange slices that have been crossed out. So it is now our job to count how many are left in the plate, which is on the other side. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we know that our answer is 5. So we're going to write 5 in the last box. Now our sum is complete. It says 8 minus 3 equals 5. I'd like you to please continue the rest with a little bit of help from your parents to help you read. And when you're done, check that you have answered everything correctly. Have fun with both exercises, take your time, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Now for our lesson, boys and girls, let's turn to page 11. On page 11, we are going to be doing the letter F. Now the sound that F makes is F. And we are going to trace it. We're going to trace the big letter, the capital letter, and the small letter. After you're done tracing, you need to find words that have F in them. You're going to draw a line from the circle to the image, beginning with the letter F. Now we have 4 of them there. We have fan, fairy, bicycle, and fish. So you will draw a line from the image to the letter F. Then on the other side, we are told to circle the F in the sentence. I have written the sentence on the board and we're going to practice it together. So let us do that one. The sentence says, the fat frog eats fruits. Now as you can see, I've already circled one of the F in the word fat. If we continue reading the fat frog, you will know that the word frog also has a F in it. Then the rest of them you can do by yourself. For now, I'd like us to please practice writing the F. So the first thing we're going to do is the capital letter F. We're going to start at the top and we say down and across first and across second. So I want you to please take your pencil and try it. We'll start at the top line and we're going down, first across and second across. And this is how we do capital letter F. Let's try it again. We go down, first across and second across. Now I want you to notice that when I do my acrosses, they are the same length. So make sure that when you are doing yours, one is not longer than the other. Now let's do small letter F, which is a little bit different. It starts just before the top line and it goes round and across. Unlike capital letter F, which has one straight arm, small letter F has 2 arms going across. So it's our job to make sure that we have those arms as well. Let's try again before we write. Round and across. Well done, grade 1s. Now let's write it for real. We'll start just below the top line and we make a nice round and down to the bottom line and then the 2 hands. There we go. And that is small letter F. Let's try again. We will start just before the top line and we go round and down to the bottom line and then we draw the 2 hands. Make sure that you draw your 2 hands on the dotted line. So now that we have done tracing and looked for the sound F, you are going to continue the exercise by yourself. At the bottom, you need to look for the things that start with F and you will color them. Please be careful. Read them out loud so that you know which one is right and which one is not right. Take your time and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn, and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson. I hope you had so much fun. I know I did. Remember, if you're not sure on what to do, you can always ask for help. Just make sure that afterwards you practice, practice, practice. So now that we are done with our work, we need to sanitize. Remember, boys and girls, if you do not have sanitizer at home, that's okay. You can use soap and water. And when you are sanitizing or when you're using soap and water, you can rub inside your hands, around your hands, very good, in between your fingers, well done, on your wrists and on your fingertips as well. Then, after washing or sanitizing, make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Sashi was supposed to come, but I'm not sure where he is. I didn't hear him come in. Oh, hello, Sashi. So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.